see?
Well, obviously for me it was on the back of great results in Barcelona, so I was really feeling quite confident. I played a different way in Barcelona than I normally play. I didn't put myself in so many marginal situations. Basically, I played a lot slower than normal, not so many races, and it worked for me. I don't know whether it was just luck that week, but it felt comfortable and I felt it okay, and I tried it during that, and I started off. I would normally have gone out the way I played because I had Ace King a couple of times, and once I was up against aces, but only lost a certain portion of my chips when a King high flopped on. And I built all my way back up till late in day 2. I was in the top 5 chips, and then basically the wheels fell off. What happened was, it's a process that really pisses me off, basically. What happens is, we all know it happens, but we probably avoid the issue a bit, is that if they want you on a feature table, you're going on a feature table. But obviously they can't just walk up to you and say you're going on a feature table, so what they do is they wait for you to be on the big blind. But they really shouldn't make it so obvious as to send a guy with a load of racks when I'm the only one with a load of chips on the table, and stand there and wait for 4 hands until I'm in the big blind and then say big blind. I actually said to him 2 hands before, I hope you're not waiting for me, and he just turned away and didn't say nothing, and then sure enough big blind comes and that's me. So now I'll go from a table where I knew everyone to a table where I don't know anyone. So I get moved from a table obviously where I've been playing for 4 or 5 hours, very comfortable. I'm chip leader on the table, I'm steadily growing in size of chips, and I moved to a feature table, and Dynamo Moscow, whatever his name is, Timoshenko, Vladimir Van Vuvu, I don't know. Anyway, he's there. I don't even know who he is, and I know one player on the table. As I'm putting my chips down, I noticed that he's got like 500,000 or 600,000. He's chip leader of the whole tournament, so I know that much. He raises. I'm obviously going to pass. I look. I got aces. I re-raise. He passes. Very first hand. Okay. Collect the chips in. I'm still collecting the chips in for that one, and then deal the next hand because I've got a low mountain of chips. As I'm collecting all the chips in, I look down. I've got ace king. He raises again. I re-raise him again. He passes. So I'm like, whoa, that's a start. This time I show ace king. So I'm thinking, I don't want him to think I've just come here and I'm just going to smash him, because this is going to be bad news. Very next hand, I get ace queen. Someone else raises. He calls. I'm on the button, and I was going to raise, and I thought, no one's going to believe me, and I'm going to make a pot much too big than I really want. You know, it's ace queen, it's marginal, but I would normally definitely raise, so I decided to call. The flop comes ace 4-9, 2 diamonds. Original raiser checks. Vladimir, he checks, and I bet 40,000, and he goes 40 with 40, which obviously is instantly alarm bells for me. That's a set, you know. I walked into a set. I don't even like ace queen at all at this moment in time. I'm going to put it down, and then I thought, he's got a mountain of chips. He's raised 2 hands in a row. I've re-raised him in his dustbin, and he's now called a raise 3 hands. So there's 3 hands in a row he's played in a raise pot. He's got a mountain of chips. He must be like super aggressive, and he might be making a move on me here. So I just call. Turn comes at 5, so now it's ace 4, 5, 9. I don't think for a second he's got deuce 3. Still 2 diamonds, and I'm thinking he could still be betting for his flush draw. Now he bets 70,000 into 200. Well, that to me is like, it's either a set still, or he's on a flush draw. So I call for 70,000. Still leaves me 190,000, and the average is like 120. So I'm still absolutely fine. Pairs up the 4, and the end he moves all in. So I just said to him, well, have you got a full house? I know he hasn't got aces from the way. I said, have you got a full house 9s over 4s, or you got quad 4s? And he doesn't say anything. And I thought, I should pass here. I've done 109,000, but I'm still absolutely fine. And then I thought, you know what? He's just going to show me a bluff. I'm certain he's going to show me a bluff, because he's played every goddamn pot. So I tossed and turned, and I did take quite a while, and in the end I thought, fuck it, I'll call. and I call, and it's like a call of like, I know that I'm going to be wrong 9 times out of 10 here, and sure enough he flips over full house 9s over 4s. I say well played, nice hand, and he said thank you, or I said thank you, I can't even remember what. I couldn't believe it, like thank you for ending my misery or something. And he just said in the other 2 hands he'd had two big hands, so he'd passed 2 big hands in a row. So of course then what happens is I actually find out as I'm walking away, oh my god, he's been hitting cards all day, they're hitting him in the face, he's been turning over. Well, if I had that information, you know, I instantly pass for the 40 re-raise, and I don't get myself in any trouble, but that's the danger of going to a new table and not knowing the players.